Original reaction. This is US and UK strike Houthi targets in Yemen. Bachal Ward Carroll. Yeah, I saw the video about how the thing is escalating. They were talking about like is US and allies, even India is doing it apparently. It's just gonna escort or they're gonna actually actively attack. Apparently they're gonna attack. So yeah, this is the recent thing that's been going on. There's many political things in the background with the Yemen. Obviously, Russia being someone involved as well. Lots of political things are going in the background. I don't know where this is going to lead. Obviously, Houthis are attacking like cargo ships and things. So allies have to people, other countries do have to like respond, which obviously US and UK did do that here. And I don't know where this is going to go. Is it going to escalate? More countries going to join in, which in 2024, 2023, in recent time, basically, wars are popping up all around the world, however small, however big. But it feels like the things start at a small fire and escalates. Let's hope that doesn't happen here, right? Let's hope powers around the world, let's just say, without going into detail and naming them, I guess, don't use this as an excuse to increase friction directly or indirectly. Right, Houthis are attacking like the ships and things. The US, UK, and others are responding to that. I hope that's where it ends, rather than escalating more. I don't know. This is gonna be interesting. Let's watch it. Have I watched? I don't think I've watched a video from this channel. I guess so. This is the first time I'm watching it. At approximately 2:30 Sana time. Sana time. Sana time on January 12th. So yesterday, I guess. Tomahawk cruise missiles were fired from American British destroyers. At least one submarine. USS Florida stationed in the Red Sea. Damn. Even the submarines are getting in. Alright, let's watch this one.
On January 11th, the Houthis fired an anti-ship ballistic missile at shipping lanes in the Gulf of Aden. One commercial vessel said it saw the missile fall into the water. No injuries or damages to ships were reported. But that attack, the 27th on commercial shipping since November 19th, triggered a multinational retaliatory strike against the rebel group in Yemen early this morning. Regular viewers of the channel know that for weeks we've wondered what it was going to take to create a response to hostile Houthi actions. Shoot archers, not arrows, as we say in the business. The Pentagon's original explanation for offensive inaction was that in spite of all the standard missiles being fired at Houthi missiles and drones by U.S. Navy destroyers, there was no evidence that the American ships were targeted. Several times in recent weeks, the Houthis were warned by the U.S. that they would face consequences if the attacks continued. But the Houthis responded by stating in solidarity with the Palestinian people it was their moral and humanitarian duty to attack ships affiliated with Israel. However, American officials have stated that the attacks are indiscriminate, and most of the ships that have come under attack have nothing whatsoever to do with Israel. Then the largest and most aggressive single attack happened a few days ago, on January 9th, when the Houthis launched 18 suicide drones, 2 anti-ship cruise missiles, and 1 anti-ship ballistic missile.
Okay, so in the background, the talk is like, in order to like bring the peace thing with the Palestine and Israel thing, Houthis are attacking. So like US and other allies basically pressures Israel and Palestine to basically come to an agreement because of the Gaza thing. I think that's what's happening in the background. Now, somebody can use that as a thing, and obviously, like he said, like ships are not just only the Israel thing. Like many other ships are also attacked. So I don't know, big powers in the background could also use this as an excuse and use these groups to attack, cargoes from like countries like US, UK, and things like that, and just try to escalate things. This is the thing I'm fearing. Like, even if they were like doing just basically that, they would be attacking ships to Israel and things like that. But they're attacking all ships or something, which is like, okay, I don't know where this is going. Who's playing in the background,
This time directly at U.S. warships. Those weapons were all destroyed by a combination of air-to-air missiles fired from Super Hornets attached to Carrier Air Wing 3 aboard the USS Dwight D. Eisenhower, and SM-2s launched from Arleigh Burke-class destroyers Laboon, Mason, and Gravely, and the Royal Navy's HMS Diamond. That large and directed Houthi attack appears to have been the tripwire for a response. On Wednesday, the Secretary of State interrupted his most recent visit to Israel to travel to Manama, Bahrain, the headquarters of Fifth Fleet, presumably to be briefed on the final strike plan by reps from Eisenhower's strike group and the UK's Royal Air Force. Last night, around dinner time on the east coast of the U.S., the site formerly known as Twitter started to light up with tweets about how American and British strikes on Yemen were imminent. This seemed to be OPSEC of the highest order. but maybe it was part of the overall plan in that signaling your intent allows bystanders and other innocents to vacate the area. In other words, hey, if you're standing by a drone launcher or a missile storage facility and you don't have to be, maybe get out of there right away. So at approximately
Look at that. US gave warnings in advance, directly, indirectly at least. So that's something. Apart from all the other things happening in the past with no warning, there you go, missiles with, let's just say other attacks, right? Attacks from Palestine, Israel thing, right? Mostly, it started with, what's the fucking group's name? Hamas. I'm pretty sure Hamas gave no warning and just like fucking dropped missiles in there. So there you go. At least US is like Twitter, like is I don't know, like isn't Twitter really small? Like group of the people that are on Twitter really small compared to other social media. Like very few millions are on Twitter or X, whatever, compared to something like Facebook or something. Why people use Twitter as like an official news line type of way? I don't know, like release something on Facebook or something. I don't know. I don't do much social media, so I'm in blind here, right? I only have Instagram or something. Like everything is like fuck that. So I don't know. But isn't Instagram really? Twitter really small?
2:30 Sanaa time this morning, Tomahawk cruise missiles were fired from American and British destroyers and at least one submarine, the USS Florida, stationed in the Red Sea. That initial wave of missiles was followed by coordinated airstrikes from Royal Air Force Typhoons based in
Like
Cyprus
it
and
happens.
U.S. Navy Super Hornets from CAG 3 aboard Ike. The Typhoons hit several targets at Bani, located in northwestern Yemen, and an airfield at Abs in Yemen. Both locations are used to launch cruise missiles and drones. The Americans hit 60 targets at 16 Houthi locations, which included munition depots, command nodes, production facilities, air defense radar systems, and launching systems. The US and the UK were supported by Australia, Bahrain, Canada, and the Netherlands. While we don't have any battle damage assessment so far, initial indications are the strikes were by and large successful. From his bed at Walter Reed Military Medical Center, where he is still recovering from complications related to prostate cancer surgery, a situation that dominated the headlines in the past week because the information was kept from key officials, including President Biden, for several days, Secretary of Defense Lloyd Austin stated that the strikes targeted sites that the U.S. determined were associated with the Houthis' drone, missile, and surveillance capabilities, and that follow-up actions could be taken if needed. Quote, today's coalition action sends a clear message to the Houthis that they will bear further costs if they do not end their illegal attacks, end quote.
It's just like Houthis attacking like US Navy and things like, where do you think this is going? Like, who do you think you're attacking? It's like, what is that? Like, there's like a South Park or Family Guy joke, right? Like somebody just like some small thing trying to attack a giant wall and just like crashes and just drops down. They don't even notice something. That's equivalent to this. Sure, you're gonna like some group guerrilla warfare that's just gonna throw some bomb. But there you go. U.S. Navy is there. What are you gonna do now? Submarines, even UK. I don't know why. Okay, I guess like US like why should we do all of the job? That's why UK are there. But US doesn't need anyone. They alone can just like send few destroyers or submarine here. Then there you go. All jobs done.
For his part, UK Prime Minister Rishi Sunak released a statement that said, quote, the United Kingdom will always stand up for freedom of navigation and the free flow of trade. We have therefore taken limited, necessary, and proportionate action in self-defense alongside the United States with non-operational support from the Netherlands, Canada, and Bahrain against targets tied to these attacks to degrade Houthi military capabilities and protect global shipping, end quote. As of reporting,
Houthis should run when US is the one saying like we're gonna have a proportional response. That's when shit's gonna go down.
And in spite of numerous threats from Houthi officials, the U.S. is not tracking any response to the strikes. There has also been no response from Iran, the country that provides Houthis with most, if not all, of their weapons. These strikes have shifted the proxy war into another gear, and there is certainly a threat of escalation in the region, something the U.S. had hoped the presence of the Eisenhower Carrier Strike Group would deter. That obviously hasn't happened.
Think that's
we'll be here to cover.
That's what I was saying in the start of the video. I think there's like some other power playing in the background. It's more than just like Gaza Palestine thing, right? Obviously Iran supporting Houthi, Iran being from Palestine Gaza thing, but it's like it's Russia behind it. Like it's like Putin's doing some kind of mastermind thing. So Ukraine Russia wars gets in the sideline, whatever. I don't know, right? In this, some power might be playing in the background. Is China involved? Who knows, right? Because point blank, just attacking just any ship, attacking U.S. The naval ships and things like that. That doesn't make sense. Like, where do you think that's going? How is that gonna make U.S. think? Oh, wait a minute, this shit is getting so real. Let's talk about Gaza and Palestine, Israel. US is not going to do that. Of course, it's going to come with response. Anybody can see that. So I think that some other entity is playing in the background, I guess.
Events as they unfold, so if you're not already a subscriber, become one so you don't miss anything. And in the meantime, I look forward to talking to you again very soon.
Well, I don't know why my audio interface just went crazy, but there you go. Yeah. US and UK. This was coming, right? People were talking about, like, I saw that, like, one video from some channel, then I think Task and Purpose video as well about this thing, like how it's going on, like what is the purpose behind it, why are Houthi attacking, like backed by Iran, like Palestine Israel thing is like kind of the goal. But to me, it always maybe I'm cynical type of mind. I'm thinking there's like more background, like as another entities at play here, right? Who's like attempt to like stir the pot or whatever, like, because it feels like they could have done it a bit different way than just point blank attacking any ship, attacking US naval. They want US and UK to basically create more disturbance in the region, let's just say, I guess. So I don't know. It could be anything. But let's hope, like I said in the start of the video, this doesn't escalate to something more, right? All the issues that's going around the world, if also like US, UK and other European powers also like starts another war, right? It's just like it muddies the field, right? Like, oh, we did the war, but so did they type of way. So I don't know. I hope this doesn't escalate too much. Right, well, that was US and UK strike Houthi targets in Yemen by channel Ward Carroll. If you like my reaction, subscribe. If you haven't seen other videos like this, check out the link in the description, the reactions to it, I guess. And yeah, I'll see you next time.